Around Jazz Fest last year were filled with people selling and inhaling nitrous oxide or whippets. But after Louisiana banned the general retail sale of the gas, it's harder to come by.
We didn't spot any illegal nitrous sales around the festival this year, but in states across the country, it is still on the shelves, even as more lawmakers move to ban the gas. Rob Krieger traveled to New England to meet one woman still recovering from a serious nitrous addiction. Tonight, he shows us it's still incredibly easy in many places to buy the high.
Yeah, we have it.
The tips.
Okay, the little like.
Yeah, we have it. We give for you.
If you come with a box and you have the nozzle.
Nitrous oxide in glittery, flashy packaging on display in a smoke shop.
And this has a nozzle with it?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we do.
We have it in the inside. So
What's
these are the display pieces we have.
Oh, okay.
In Louisiana, it's illegal to simply have this stuff on the shelf.
Yeah. And you can fill it in the balloon or you can directly do it.
But in many states, you'll still find it legally sold at smoke shops.
Do y'all have nitrous?
Last month, we traveled to New England, where nitrous oxide addicts say giant tanks of the gas marketed as whipped cream propellant are now pushed over the smaller cartridges of nitrous.
What's the difference?
Size and flavor.
Okay.
In New Hampshire, selling nitrous oxide is completely legal. During our visit to one smoke shop in the state's capital, here's what the clerk said to me.
What's the comparison of the little? Is it the same thing as the little things?
What is it?
It's the same thing as the little things?
Yeah, this is common for everything. So some people directly they will consume with the nozzle. Some people they will fill it in the balloon and they will use it.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I gotcha. All right.
Commonly known as laughing gas, people get a euphoric high when inhaling it, but medical experts agree prolonged use can cause long-term neurological damage or even death.
If you want, I can give you a couple of balloons.
Interesting.
This clerk willing to throw in a way to inhale the gas for free. But again, there are no regulations preventing the sale of nitrous oxide in New Hampshire. Addicts argue when nitrous is on the shelves, there's very little to stop sales like these. And just 1 year ago, you could find the dangerous substance in every state across the country until Louisiana stepped up, banning general retail sale of nitrous oxide, providing a rubric for lawmakers across the U.S.
This bill was brought to me by a parent in my district. He was telling me about an addiction that her child had that was related to a product called Galaxy Gas.
This bill came about after the untimely death of Maddox Baez, who was killed while being transported by his adult employer, who abused nitrous oxide, lost consciousness, and wrecked the vehicle.
In the gas station down the street from our house down in South Austin in the suburbs had mango flavor, cotton candy flavored, and my 11-year-old could have walked in and purchased it.
We're told that she had suffered brain damage because of the nitrous oxide.
I mean, Galaxy Gas, you can buy them online, you can buy them in major retailers, small gas stations, readily available, and they're easily accessible.
These colorful and bright packages demonstrates a deliberate effort to encourage misuse of their product.
These are also being sold with gas masks for inhalant purposes. This is blatant, it's in our face, it's obvious that it is not.
30 and 40 pound canisters that they sell as, food additives flavored for your whipped cream.
She would tell us, I'm buying this legally and I'm not doing anything wrong.
And they were hopeful.
Nearly a dozen states are following Louisiana's lead, proposing and passing new regulations on the sale of nitrous oxide. It's a relief for families who are impacted by nitrous abuse, an issue that shattered lives in communities across the country, including right here in New Hampshire.
If it had been illegal, do you think that you would have become addicted to it?
No, I don't.
Holly Hill is a recovering nitrous oxide addict.
I was like a zombie. I mean, I could hardly walk.
For years, Hill says her life was consumed by addiction. Often confined to her car, inhaling the gas, a boxful at a time.
Then I would have cartridges on the passenger seat next to me, boxes and boxes and boxes of them, and I would just, take one, screw it in, do it, and then another one.
In just 6 months, Hill says she went through more than 22,000 cartridges of nitrous oxide, spending more than $10,000 on the fleeting high.
I had spent so much money that it was like the bottom of the barrel, like chemically. I had no dopamine, no serotonin, and I had no money.
Hill says she'd inhale the cartridges daily while driving, often between just a handful of shops, starting in Laconia, New Hampshire, a small community wedged between the bucolic shoreside of Lake Winnisquam and the rolling foothills of the Belknap Mountains, before driving about 30 miles to Concord, the state's capital. Breathtaking views, clouded by nitrous oxide.
I would do the whole box on the way to Concord, and so then I would get to Concord and then I'd buy another 100 or 200, and then I'd just go back to Laconia, and then I'd buy a few more boxes, and then I'd go back to Concord, and they never ever said no.
That was more than 3 years ago, so we went back to see if the shops were still saying yes in New Hampshire.
It's not this Smoker's Haven, the one right down the road by the Laconia High School, most certainly does.
So I would put it in this case my camera.
Yeah.
So you say the one by the high school would have?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. They have boxes and boxes of it. I just got transferred from down there.
Oh, okay.
A day or two.
I'm looking to see if you have, do you have any nitrous? I'll take the 24 pack.
You're all set.
Can I get a receipt, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
And he was right. Just around the corner from Laconia High School, the Smoker's Haven here had boxes of nitrous oxide on sale. It's easy access to this deadly gas that Hill says kept her trapped in a cycle of addiction.
I think it's insane. I think it's really, I thought it was insane when I was buying it myself. I'm like, I can't believe they're letting me do this. Repeatedly, day after day, the same place, like the same people.
It's been 3 years since Hill says she last abused nitrous. After multiple stints in rehab and thanks to unwavering dedication from her family, she feels confident she can find joy in life beyond the gas, though she still feels both physical and mental effects from her once crippling addiction.
Yeah, we have it.
She's worried the growing availability of nitrous in states like hers without regulations paves a path to easy addiction.
I mean, walking into a smoke shop anywhere around here, it's like a pyramid of boxes, and you can tell that it's constantly turning over. They're constantly selling them. Ease of access it's one of the worst problems, I think.
It's a line Louisiana lawmakers have drawn and now look to strengthen this legislative session with proposals to ban flavor additives, increase penalties for violations, and regulate online purchases.
We are now seeing disturbing shift. More and more young people are misusing nitrous oxide as a drug. They're inhaling it directly from canisters to get high, often in large quantities and with serious and sometimes fatal consequences.
That's exactly why Hill pushes for change, to pull the stigma of nitrous oxide addiction out of the shadows.
So just letting the issue be brought to the light is so important to begin with. So if you can't just walk in somewhere and buy 300 plus or a tank, I think that would be really helpful.
That was Rob Krieger reporting. Hill tells us that her addiction took a heavy toll, and she's not alone. In part 2 of our series, we'll take a deeper look into the journey that she had from children's librarian to nitrous addict and explain why some local addicts say Louisiana's ban is saving lives.